and this is a very, very good beginning. It's interesting because one of his biggest problems in the beginning of his term was a lack of communication. He didn't get in front of the executive order on travel. He didn't get in front even on the Obamacare fight, right, for the repeal. In this case, he was able to explain things. Everybody understood that this was a presidential action, and not by accident, but by his rhetoric.
Sure.
The other dynamic is the unpredictability, though, here. Reagan had that as well.
Later on in the Reagan
Yes.
years, I mean, passing comprehensive tax reform. We haven't had that since then. That is something
Right.
that President Trump has promised is something he wants to get done. What can he learn from Reagan on that front?
Look, and that's the same situation. I think that strength overall pursue.
Yeah, and the criticism of President Reagan is similar to what President Trump is giving. He's unpredictable. He's got his finger on the nuclear button, but our enemies read strength, and they see someone who may do what they say they're going to do.
They do, and so do the American people.
Yeah.
We don't need to know everything that the president's doing. Elizabeth Warren doesn't need to know, but as long as they do, we're in good shape.
Tammy, good to have you here.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tammy. Really appreciate it.
So this is a big day, though. All eyes are on North Korea. What is going to happen?
Well, I think
Geraldo, how big is that blink? I think that's a very good point. If the day goes past, usually they do something. There's been bombast and rhetoric says something big is coming. It didn't happen. We're sending the vice president there. We put pressure on China. They may have leveraged that too. How big is that moment if really he has had a dictator walk back a little bit?
Well, I think, Ahmed, you hit it right on the head. It's like New Year's Eve.
When Kim Jong-un knows how vulnerable he is, I've always been of the opinion that he really believes his own PR, that he thinks he's somehow invincible.
Listen, John, I credit that, and my bottom line, crazy he may seem, you can't, when you see the enterprise of the South Korean people, and you see how effective South Korea has been as a modern nation. These are the same folks divided by a political line. I covered the DMZ. I know. These are the same folks on both sides. One is in